to go for the minus HP regen, but I do think that Broodmother's just going to go for Feeding Frenzy and play normal, but that could have been an option.
Slacks, indeed, a lot of questions coming out right there as we get into this game number 2, Trent, and it is an unlikely pick that they run at the end, that they had to do at the end, an Ame Bristleback.
Yeah, as you just heard said in the interview there, he's only played it 16 times in his career, which, I mean, for Ame is not a whole lot. You know, the guy's played a lot of games of pro Dota. And last played it 4 months ago, but yeah, it's a response, right? It's what you have to do. You have to find some sort of an answer to this Broodmother, or you're going to have yourself a very bad game. Back in the day, you used to have to run them in the same lane, was the idea, because the spiders used to come out so much earlier, but these days the spiders don't come out until level 6, so we might see this rotation where XXS starts farming elsewhere, and that's where you'll see the matchup where they'll start just like forcing Ame into the direction of Satanic. But, you know, there's other concerns throughout this game, right? We've seen the Broodmother already. We've seen how it's very effective at shutting down this Helm push. So when you go for this early Lycan, this has been a very solid answer that Pvision have already used before.
Well, and furthermore, there's this other problem, and we saw this during that road to the international playoffs where Pvision were kind of backed up against the wall, were trying to find a big win, and they ran this Invoker with the Broodmother in response to the Lycan and just completely ran over the game. So great, though, for XM, having to walk all the way back to base there. 9 class. Hurting, dropping low, and with the glimpse back, X-Nova gonna draw first blood, taking down 9 class.
That's 2 games.
Underneath the tower, Ame, do they decide to jump on him? The channel, there's a lift up disruptor, the first one that gonna get hit, but do they have enough to bring down Ame? I don't really think so. This guy is hard to kill. And at the same time, while this is happening, wait, maybe a minute, fully surrounded by 4 heroes, Ame, they jump onto him now, trying to blow him up. Where's the TPs? Ame living for a while, but not long enough.
Yeah, I thought you might need Sunstrike, like, if he got help.
Bottom lane. Xingqiu spots Ducalis, can't quite hit with the bushwhack there. A little bit too far away on the low ground, and Ducalis is the one that takes the Arcane Rune. Xingqiu in some trouble. They heal him back alive. It's not going to be enough to keep Xingqiu up, and instead it's going to be the Pugna trying to run away from XXS, but the hits, they're there. And it's enough to bring down the Pugna. Support for support. Tries to back away.
I mean, if XM jumps in here to an Orchid, this could be a disaster.
Thinking about it, goes Satanic, pulls him back in. No, that's the Orchid, but they get the glimpse. They got what they needed. Find the Brood with the Sunstrike, and then they stampede away. That is not the way that was supposed to go at all. They destroy the Storm, and, well, are they going to be able to fight into this? Satanic actually getting hit there by the Tendrils of the Deep. Werewolves of London. That's a great song.
Wrong
Glimpse
city.
back.
Maybe next year.
Chance. And a Boundless drop down with the creeps. Is it enough to find the kill onto Ducalis? It will be. But they also bring down X-Nova. Now Ame running in at 9 class. The Wukong's command ineffectual and sad as Ame gets the double kill.
Yep.
Goodbye. No problem.
Yeah, he'll be the one just like giving some vision, letting them know what's going on, and they're just gonna rely on Stampede instead for initiation as XM jumps out of that one.
Good decision. And Ami standing right and running right into them is going to have to deal with an issue there, which is the Quas Invoker. A lot of team fight out of him, and Ame pops the BKB, but he's already so low. Ame in trouble, tries to get away. Do they have enough to slow this down and keep Ame alive? Xingqiu throws it out. Needs a bushwhack to stop, but the hits, they keep on coming. Satanic can't chase anymore, and Ame knows the limits of his hero, apparently. Able to get away from this one. They decide to go back in. X-Nova off the side. Static Storm down. It only really catches onto one, and as the chase continues, trying to find this finish, the Sunstrike hits! Ame in trouble! Ame low! Ame, get out of there! Save Private Ame! He's got to run, but there's nowhere left to run! They get the finish off the back of another beautiful Sunstrike from no one.
Trying to sell that they are not coming to contest this.
Tormentor over to the side, they see the creep.
But he's waiting for the rune. Alright, can XM get something to give them a good fight here? It's an illusion. That's not it.
A good thing to save the silence, the howl out. That signals their charge forward. DM already a little bit low, backing away in his Centaur forms. 9 Class has dropped the Wukong's command that the wraparound is happening. XM jumps, finds CM. It's not always great to go on the Centaur at the start, but they don't have another great target. There's 9 Class, turns now, wants to find something. Satanic hunting now onto the Disruptor. Can they chase down this bug? XXS getting controlled off to the side by DM. He's low, but they're trying to kill Satanic. XXS gets out. Satanic, not so lucky. Can they find more? XM, low on mana, can't break it. Yes, he does! 3 dead for Pvision, and XG up the hill for the Tormentor.
Finally getting back with 9 Class lurking nearby. They might get themselves something here.
Low on mana, low on mana. XM in some trouble. Can he zip away? Get some separation, and with the TPs coming in, that stops the movement. Xingqiu already has...
Oh, Xingqiu.
Oh, Xingqiu, no! He's low. But can they kill off no one? With Ame here, they have enough damage, but do they have the control? The save is coming in, and the Sunstrike! Oh, XM almost dead! XM trying to get away, and XM is gone! It comes at a cost, but they do get the no-one kill.
Okay, they've still got a decent lead here, and now 9 Class as well. This is going to work out well for XG if they still get this to the end.
Can he jump away in time? I mean, Ame instead chasing over Ducalis, just looking for a 2-hit, but Pvision are getting away for the moment on the supports, the channel, but it's not going to stop the hits. As XG, they will lose the mid tower, but Ducalis is going to pay the price for this one. They even dropped the Static Storm down as they glimpse, pull him back in, but Tornado is there, Sunstrike to follow, damage out, he's...
Oh, he's okay.
Oh, baby.
That Manta coming in clutch there.
I'm just gonna, I need to stop. I'm gonna lose my voice.
All right, DM.
Thinks about killing the hero, realizes that's impossible, so instead tries to kill the Croaker. Now they turn on to the real hero, and with Ame here, they actually have enough damage. Forced to go for that Stampede, but the pullback in is there. Cataclysm ain't gonna happen.
And right now, when they can get their vision and feel confident like this, they're very happy to step up. Alacrity Spider, look at this. Oh my gosh.
We're in daytime, tried to Manta dodge, doesn't happen, but does get pulled out. Now glimpse back, in some trouble, jump forward, XM trying to make things happen. Ame also hitting now onto that Spider, but all of the heals coming out from Ducalis, it stops the action in its tracks.
XXS is ready to chase though, he wants this.
5 heroes all grouped together for Pvision. Do you run in with Ame? Is it a bit too scary? They're going to hit creeps, kill creeps, still looking for heroes. DM there, glimpsed about 20 units.
Shoving their base, right? And they either respond or they get the Aegis, but you cannot just let this go undefended right now. Like, Roche is just getting to the pit now. They have to be so fast here.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to go down. They're going to get the Aegis, but how much do they lose in return? There is no way that you can come and contest that on the side of Pvision and get there, but they are up on your high ground, starting to take this down. Cataclysm out, shows everybody still there. They're committing for the Aegis, but they've lost an entire set of racks. Ooh, a big trade.
I feel like he's gonna like buy a scythe or something and try and break one of these fights if he can get away with it. For now, he's just jumping ahead, bringing creep. Look at this. They have 9 classes creep and DM's creep in the top lane, just grabbing these creep waves up here. Meanwhile, XM is at the base catching the farm there. They're pushing in through the mid. So they are successfully dealing with this a little bit. They also just don't have XXS. So I don't know how far this push can really go. Wow. They planted the banner. I mean, he's got his boots of travel, so it's a good thing he's not found by the Monkey King. He can get here.
Drops everything down. Ame low, not dead yet. He dodges away, but is eventually gonna die. Wait, he didn't get a BKB! Didn't pop anything. The storm is gone, and now Ame, he's in the ice wall. What has happened? This was not the way this was supposed to go for XG, and Ame just stuck here to the side, forced back away a second time.
I believe he was not supposed to get hexed. That's probably the issue there.
Oh, jeez.
As no one just catches him out, and that's the end of his life.
You remember what I said about taking chances, trying out new things? The BKB reaction from Satanic. And in the meantime, 9 class jumped in, but immediately had to stop. Ducalis is already gone, though. Ame, can he survive through this? Oh, the hit Satanic, he takes him down. Does so much damage. And while 9 class might be chasing, he's got the creep right on Xingqiu's back. And the squirrel is going to be brought down. The Hex reaction is there. XG, they don't know what hit him.
Yeah, the fight. A little sight there from no one. and kind of turning this idea of XG, thinking they can force something, into a whole lot of problems.
And they just got Aegis, and now they're walking up to high ground, and they don't have Ame. He's supposed to be the person standing out front, stopping this push from happening. 60 seconds before he's back up again. I mean, they might need to buy back on the Hoodwink. Actually, I don't even know if that stops it.
I certainly don't think it would.
Oh, no. Parivision open up a tremendous hole here in the defenses. Ame 1,800 gold away from buyback. I don't know if you would have wanted to anyways, but...
On Parivision, I don't think they want to push this right now.
Static Storm, Aghanim Scepter is done for the Disruptor. Can they find the target, though? They need to get something. Static Storm down, they got him. But do they have the damage to kill? All the heals are there. It's not going to be enough. They take down Satanic. What a masterclass there from X-Nova, who will be punished now. XM, in the meantime, gets hit destroyed. They do have buyback on the Storm. Ame TP's right in the middle of all of them. Pretty strong.
Ame has sold the treads and has got a blink.
Looking. We already have a jump, and he breaks down the tree. Ame right on top of Invoker with the Static Storm down, but he gets pulled in the cart. DM saving his buddy's life, but they do have enough to find that Monkey King kill.
They got 9 class.
Can they get any more? Ame hides away for a moment, disarmed. He's still in the Wolf Life Board. Look at the damage out from Satanic. The Sunstrike connection down low, but one hit from that Satanic, a little bit bigger. 9 class now hits. That is a buyback from him. And as they get back into the fray, XXS running away, trying to escape. There's the hook stomp, finds him from DM, and long range jumps. They get that wolf dead.
Oh, they got a few things in that fight, but it's just not enough. No one tipping over to Ame.
And XG gonna need to really figure out some sick plays now to deal with the fact that they have the cart. 9 class drops down the big Wukongs. XM backs away. There's the break onto the Spider. Glyph already used with no more Wolf for 10 seconds. It's a hard fight to make happen. BKB is out. Ame starts to hit on the Satanic, backs away. XM pulls in, but the cart is there. The save is there. Backing away, there's a Spider in a cart, but still a lot of damage done out there. Static Storm is down, but he got eviscerated. Ame no longer alive, and you do not have the damage that you need on XXS. XM backs out of there too, still 1,000 gold away from buyback. Parivision, they have done everything in this series. They're gonna take another lane of Racked. This is gonna be Megas. Too much to handle as they run through XG. Eyes on the throne, a few more hits is all they need. GG is called.
As this game went later and later.
Oh, look at Ducalis.
Stone cold there. XG struggling to find their way into these fights.